Hi friends. Today, we are going to explore one of the most powerful tools in pharmaceutical analysis. High-performance liquid chromatography, or HPLC. Whether you are preparing for an exam, working in quality control, or just want to understand this better, this video is for you, so let us start. First of all, let us know about HPLC. HPLC stands for High-Performance Liquid Chromatography. It is an analytical technique used to separate, identify, and quantify each component in a mixture. HPLC can only evaluate chemicals that are dissolved in solvents. HPLC separates chemicals dispersed in a liquid sample, allowing for qualitative and quantitative examination of which components are present in the sample and how much of each component is present. In the 1960s, LC with low-pressure glass columns evolved into high-pressure chromatography using metal columns. Let's now look at the different parts of an HPLC system. The first component is solvent reservoirs. These hold the mobile phase, usually a mix of water and organic solvents like acetonitrile or methanol. The second component is pump. It pushes the mobile phase at high pressure through the column. Pressures can reach up to 6,000 psi. The third component is injector. This is where we introduce our sample. It can be manual or automated. The fourth component is column, the heart of the system. It contains the stationary phase, a solid or gel material that interacts with our sample. The fifth component is detector. This captures the compounds as they exit the column and produces a signal. Common detectors include UV, PDA, and fluorescence. Last but not the least is data system. Converts signals into a chromatogram, a graph that we'll discuss next. Let's understand the working principle of HPLC. First, the mobile phase is pumped from the reservoir into the column. We inject the sample into the stream of the mobile phase. As the sample flows through the stationary phase inside the column, different compounds in the sample interact differently with the stationary phase. Some compounds move faster as they have less interaction. Others move slower as they bind more strongly. This causes the components to separate. As they exit the column, they are detected and appear as peaks on the chromatogram. Here's a chromatogram, the output of an HPLC run. The x-axis shows time, known as retention time. The y-axis shows detector response, the signal strength. Each peak represents a compound. The height of the peak indicates concentration. The position of the peak tells us which compound it is. Let us know the method of separation in HPLC in detail. If the stationary phase is more polar than the mobile phase, the separation is deemed normal phase. If the stationary phase is less polar than the mobile phase, the separation is reverse phase. In reverse phase HPLC, the retention time of a compound increases with decreasing polarity of the particular species. The key to an effective and efficient separation is to determine the appropriate ratio between polar and nonpolar components in the mobile phase. The goal is for all the compounds to elute in as short a time as possible, while still allowing for the resolution of individual peaks. Typical columns for normal phase separation are packed with alumina or silica. Alkyl, aliphatic or phenyl bonded phases are typically used for reverse phase separation. Let's quickly summarize. HPLC separates, identifies, and quantifies compounds in a mixture. It works based on how different compounds interact with the stationary and mobile phases. The chromatogram helps us interpret the data. It's essential for pharmaceutical quality control and R&D. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get regular updates. Join channel membership to access exclusive content, like courses and member-specific videos.